Hey y'all, it's Day. So, I'm going to be doing a reading for us today. Let me move this cord. And I'm looking forward to it. What needs to be heard? What's the message here? Angels, guides, ancestors, God, source, and benevolent energies that stand in truth and love. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the guidance. Thank you for the protection. Please continue to guide and protect us as we walk our path. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so with the first card being the Two of Pentacles coming out in reverse, I do see that this message is related to some form of imbalance that someone is experiencing. It does feel like this person is wanting to have fun. They want to feel stimulated. It is giving this energy of like being overstimulated in order to experience pleasure. So it's kind of like not limited to, but some of the more common ways that we could see this being shown is like through addiction, or someone that needs to drink, but they drink over their limits to the point where they're getting sick and throwing up and things like that, or having certain types of reactions in order to feel something, experience pleasure, feel happy, to lighten their mood. There is this overstimulation or someone going to greater and greater lengths to feel pleasure is coming up here. And that is creating some imbalance in their life and preventing them from being able to be functional or productive on a consistent basis. Next to this Two of Pentacles in reverse, we have the Nine of Cups in reverse, and I'm hearing the word dis-ease, like disease and dis-ease. So this person is feeling dis-ease. I know this has been running, sorry. This person has been feeling dissatisfied. More cards came out. Towards the bottom middle of the spread, we have the Five of Cups in reverse. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. This person is not seeing things clearly. Their perspective regarding themselves and their lives has been distorted. It's kind of like giving a loss of direction, just not knowing what direction to be in. I'm getting this energy of someone like being unemployed and not sure what direction to go in next, not sure what to focus on next, just feeling depressed. Sorry, I just can't let my nose run. I don't know why I woke up like this, so yeah. The truth, there's this truth that this person is not able to see right now because they have so much going on and their judgment seems clouded with this Eight of Swords as well. On the far right of the spread, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. And I'm hearing the word desynthesized. So this person kind of like walks away from situations. So, like they may not feel comfortable facing things head on. It's kind of like going around. You rather go around the issue rather than like be confrontational about it. We have the Page of Pentacles, which is representing from your spiritual team's perspective where you are in your personal development as far as creating things, building things, maintaining, setting, goal setting, long-term goals, creating something that has longevity. Right now they view you as the Page of Pentacles. So you do have the opportunity to, or will be being presented with the opportunity to build, to create something. But it requires you to be able to hold on to this intention, hold on to this feeling, which as we know, our moods ebb and flow, life, nature, the weather ebbs and flows. So expecting yourself to wake up with the same type of ambition every single day is impractical. But there are practices that we can do to kind of like still hold that vision. Even when we decide to take a break from it, we can revisit it later. For me, it's writing things down. So things that I want to feel, things that I want to experience, things that I would like to see grow, I'll write it down. And it might be like a couple of days I'll spend just doing that. And I really sit with energy, marinate with it, meditate on it and stuff like that. And maybe the next week I might be focused on something else like chores or work or running errands and things like that. But I've already integrated that energy. So your spiritual team is wanting you to pick up some kind of practice that helps you continue to exercise this knowingness that you can build, you can create things that are long lasting. You can even, be confrontational, or you can have a form of stability that is yourself in your life. Let's see. On top of this Six of Swords, where your spiritual team is saying, like, try not to run away from the issue, try to confront it, think about it, acknowledge it. On top of that, we have the Five of Wands. So this is confrontational, you facing your fears, you facing your doubts. It is confrontational and it does feel very unease. And that is a part of the reason why you may be partaking in some of these activities that allow you to be a little bit detached or allow you to, experience a high or lift your mood through substances. And while they can be helpful sometimes, there is this energy of like needing to be overstimulated, like going over the amount that is necessary in order to kind of get you to that place that you prefer to be, which is just, it's like you overstimulate yourself so that you can actually be a little bit more detached, because you're actually overstimulated when you're not. You're overstimulated when you're not, like for example, drinking. And like in order to deal with that, you're trying to find balance because you're very sensitive and you could feel a lot of things, you could see a lot of things. And your spiritual team is wanting you to like realize that it is a gift, and that aspect of yourself that experiences that can be navigated. So it's like you have a very special lens of some sort. And your body needs to be regulated also because your body feels a lot. So grounding exercises would be beneficial for you as well. I just did a reading about the importance of grounding through a lens of a reading that may or may not resonate with you, but a lot of grounding practices did come up in that. So on top of this Page of Pentacles, where your spiritual team is saying that you have this gift, it's very earthy. It's very much like combining the ability to use your hands and like grow a garden with your ability to set intention. So something about like your hands and your ability to work with your hands and your mind, your perspective are your gifts, and they can be used to create things, and your spiritual team is saying that's your gift. But on top of that, we have the Ace of Pentacles coming out in reverse. So there is a gift that your spiritual team is trying to give you, has been trying to give you, and it's like you're not really open to it, not really receiving it, not really understanding or realizing that is a gift. So it's giving me this energy of like how some psychics or some mediums will talk about like how they were having these experiences and they didn't know what it was, and they kind of just pushed it away. They pushed it off. They tried to avoid it for so long, and then eventually they met someone or they had a certain experience where they started to realize like, oh, okay, this is not happening to me. This is like a gift. This is something that I can like I could exercise pulling the reins on. So it's kind of like somebody has this like this bull type of energy in their house and they don't know what to do with it, how it got there. And your spiritual team is saying like you can tame it, you can train it, you can work with it, you can flow with it, and you can experience the gifts that it has available to you. So yeah. So it's like this energy of like someone trying to suppress some experiences that they have, not realizing that it's a gift. Dang, my nose running, bro. Sorry to my viewers. So yeah. Okay, so your spiritual team is trying to give you a gift with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse that you're not open to receiving just yet. And on top of that, we have the Seven of Wands. So your spiritual team is encouraging you to empower yourself to realize that you can overcome and learn to navigate and to face head on whatever you're dealing with right now. On top of that, we have the Lover's card in reverse, and I'm hearing the words commercial vehicle. The Lover's card can represent a union and a choice, and it's in reverse, reconfirming that something about this condition, I don't know if it's like a mental condition or like spiritual gifts that you have that are kind of like, they're kind of almost like delusional, or like it makes you feel like you're not, it makes you feel like you're weird or like you got something going on that nobody else could understand type of thing. And your spiritual team is saying like this gift, whatever it is that you're experiencing, is meant to be like a tool, a companion, like an avenue or an opportunity to learn more about yourself. So yeah, it's giving me that energy like someone has a spiritual gift and they don't know how to navigate it, and they're just feeling very like not on the ground, like they feel alien almost. And then the Judgment card falls out on top of this Lover's card, like, so just the fact that these two came out together, it's like a reckoning. It's an opportunity to call judgment on yourself, and your spiritual team is saying whichever judgment that you decide to call on yourself is going to lead you down a specific path. So you can think of yourself as a freak, you can think of yourself as weird, you can tell yourself that you're crazy, you can, you know, you can choose that perspective, or you can choose to acknowledge that you have a gift, that it can be harnessed, that right now it is kind of like out of control, but as you are getting more stable in your body, grounded in your body and your mind, and combining those in your heart, that you could start to kind of tame this. A lot of messages have been coming out about the importance of grounding lately. And I need that message too, but like, dang. It's, I don't know why it's kind of scaring me. Like, why am I needing to tell people to ground? Like, I understand why, but it's just like, dang, this shit is getting out of control. We be going through it, like what is going on? So yeah, there's some truth. There's some truth that you're not realizing your spiritual team is saying with the swords. Ace of Swords coming out in reverse, and they're wanting you to realize. It's also giving me like something that someone or society said is not possible is possible, and like that happens to be you. It's giving me this energy of like you're this mystical creature that everybody always talked about but said that wasn't true, and it's just like you are that creature, and then people are like, and then you're like, you're in disbelief about your existence. Like what? Like what? What? That don't even make sense, bro. Angels, guides, ancestors, God, gods. Thanks for love, guidance, and protection. Please continue to guide and protect us as we all got past. Thank you. What else do we need to know or be aware of regarding this situation? What else do we need to be aware of? It's definitely, I feel like this is might be someone who is a medium or someone who is a psychic type of energy too. Because it's just like, and they're in disbelief about their own abilities. Like, what? Okay, so underneath the deck, we have the Page of Swords. This is your mind, your thoughts, your perspective, your intellect, your ability to communicate. All of those things need personal development, and they need belief. Like, it would be just personal development if it was upright. Like, okay, this is what stage you're in, and your spiritual team saying you need to work on it. But you also don't believe in it. You also don't believe in yourself. So that's why it's coming out in reverse. But yet and still, it is here. Your spiritual team wants you to know that you are talented, you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are worthy, you are like, you need to share your information also. Dang. Got a lot going on right now, I feel like. That's under the deck current energy. So on top of this Ace of Swords that came out in reverse, where your spiritual team saying there is a truth that you're kind of in denial of realizing or facing, it's kind of like somebody, like, they didn't ask for this. They're not somebody that wants to be spiritual or cares to be like in that group. They may have a negative perspective about people that are in the spiritual community. Like, they have their own thoughts and opinions about like the direction that it's going in, and because of that they don't even really care to associate with spirituality or anybody in that community. But then it's just like low-key they've been having their own experiences, and it's kind of like calling to a deeper aspect of themselves that they didn't know was there, and so now they're kind of like in denial about it. Like, they're like, I thought I didn't fuck with that spiritual shit, and now you're telling me that I'm spiritual as fuck. Like, I got all these abilities that I didn't even ask for. It's giving me that energy. So yeah, we have the High Priestess falling out. Discernment on top of this gift that your spiritual team gave you. Dang, welcome to the club, bro. On top of that, we have in the resistant position. Thank you, because I was asking my spiritual team, like, can you please give me something solid, because you telling me that I'm talking to a unicorn, basically, and they don't believe it, and it's making me not believe it too. Like, so you want me to tell this person that doesn't believe that they have, like, doesn't want spiritual gifts, that they have spiritual gifts? Like, what? So I'm experiencing this, like, it's like this it's very elusive type of, am I not, am I crazy, am I sane, or am I genius, am I onto something, or am I off my rocker type of energy. So on top of that, we have the Eight of Pentacles coming out in the resistant position on top of this High Priestess. So your spiritual team is like, we need you to get to work. It's like you have been called. You have been called to the center stage, bro. And you're like, nah, like, no, I don't believe in that. Like, nigga, you are a psychic. How do you not believe in this? It's hilarious. Bruh, you are a whole psychic, bruh. Like, what is going on? So this is for someone who's like really not, like, you're in denial about this. But the Eight of Pentacles, which is the energy of working diligently and attentively in detail on your craft every day, working on it, learning about it, getting past these mental barriers that you have, because like I said, you could, whoever this message is for, is for someone that, like, they don't really want to be associated with the spiritual community, and it may be because of ethics, it may be because they think that it's wrong, or they think other people are doing it wrong, or they're worried about, like, people are not genuine, so they don't really want to be associated with that. They also just, like, don't know enough about it to, like, know that it's real. Like they're not even sure if it's real or not. They're just having all these weird experiences. But yeah, your spiritual team is wanting you to get grounded and to learn more about it. Okay. So earlier in the message, we were talking about someone who is manually overstimulating themselves through substances in order to kind of disassociate with themselves enough so that they're not having to feel all the things that they're feeling right now, which can be overwhelming. Like, it was kind of giving me like someone that has had PTSD or something, and how they're just like overstimulated type of energy. But yeah, so that, and because of that, they're kind of like unhappy or desynthesized. On top of that, we have the Tower card coming out upright because they're discontent. We have the Nine of Pentacles, learning how to value yourself in new ways. Then we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, utilizing your energy, or we talked about this came up in the last reading too, like the spiritual team was saying that they had a lot of energy, but it needs to be channeled in a new way. Like, it's like you have all this energy, you don't know what to do with. Like, get a hobby, do some art, learn about something that you're interested in, you know, that type of energy. Like, the energy you have needs to be put into something specific, and your spiritual team is wanting you to put it into yourself, being committed to finding your happiness. And then we have the Justice card coming out in reverse. This person, whoever this reading may be for, has always felt unfulfilled or empty to some degree, and it feels like they don't have magic in their life. Like, they're missing something. And when I say magic, I mean it loosely, like not necessarily you have to like be doing witchcraft or anything like that, although you could. But it's like, this person doesn't have magic in their life. Like, it could be like the energy if someone doesn't believe in luck or something. Doesn't believe in things happening for a reason, doesn't believe like that there is something that connects us all type of energy. Yeah, so a tower moment is kind of presenting itself to you. Your spiritual team does want you to know that you do still have time to kind of, I guess, change the direction, the trajectory of your life. but like keeping up with these habits of like overstimulating yourself in order for you to kind of feel normal. So your spiritual team definitely wants you to work on picking up some kind of grounding practices that would be beneficial to you. Okay, so on top of this judgment card, where your spiritual team is kind of like, you have this energy of like you're calling judgment on yourself in a negative way because of a perspective that you have been holding for so long. So the energy that it's giving me is like, say for example, you grew up in a Christian household and you've believed and you've been taught all your life that XYZ practices are bad, and anything outside of that, those teachings are negative or something, and then you didn't ask for any of these spiritual abilities or gifts that you're experiencing right now, but you're still having in your head that like this stuff is bad, like, and then also you hadn't even outside of the fact that you thought this is good and this is bad, you didn't actually believe it either. So now that it's all happening to you, it's like a lot to process, and your spiritual teams want you to like release yourself of guilt, shame. It's just a lot to process. It's like, I didn't even believe in this and now I'm experiencing it. What does that make me? It's just like, it's just like a lot of self-reflection needed. Then on top of the judgment card, we have the world card. So your spiritual team is wanting you to know that a cycle has been completed, that right now is a new opportunity to kind of redefine who you are in the direction that you're wanting to go in life. And that some perspectives may need to fall away in order for you to reap the benefits of it. So no carrying any guilt, just learning and rediscovering and redefining is going to be very important for you right now. And being kind and gentle to yourself, that all that kind of stuff. It's giving me this energy of like other people's projections, all these learned projections that you absorbed over your life, still having authority in your mind, like they're living rent free in your mind. So it's like giving me this energy of your thoughts are not even your own and you're not realizing it. So these negative thoughts and perceptions that you have about yourself and this community that you kind of want to disassociate from may not have ever been true in the first place. That's the energy. So I'm definitely getting like reawakening type of energy. On top of that, we have the Chariot card, and the Chariot card is all about moving forward with a purpose, moving forward with a mission, deciding, intentionally deciding to go on this journey or embark on this journey. And I think I did hear commercial vehicle earlier in the reading, which is moving from one stage of your life to the next. Yeah, your spiritual team is saying that. So yeah, embrace yourself on this new platform. Like embrace yourself on this new thing and know that you are being given the opportunity to start new, like a cycle has been completed. But most importantly, this Chariot card is ruled by Cancer. Cancer is known for being overly emotional. Definitely came up in your reading, like I don't know if you have PTSD or you've been traumatized in the past, or you're just a very, very sensitive person where you feel so much to the point that you feel like you have to stimulate yourself with like alcohol, for example, or drugs in order to feel normal. But yeah, like we said earlier, your spiritual team said like this gift is something that can be tamed. It can be harnessed and you have the reins. So getting to know yourself, your body, connecting your body and your mind, getting grounded, reaching for stability through practices is going to be very beneficial so you can start getting this chariot moving. On top of that, we have the Knight of Wands coming out in reverse. So yeah, I'm hearing the word anxiety, and your spiritual team again is reiterating that you have a lot of energy, but it's been misplaced, misdirected, misguided. So I'm wondering, like, what is it that you really want to do? Like, what do you want to get into? Like, I want to know, because I don't have any suggestions really. These messages, these readings that I do is confirmation for something that you have already been experiencing. Every now and then I'll get a glimpse of like your gifts and what you could do with it, or resources that you have available to you that you didn't realize or you're not utilizing accurately. But this should be serving as a confirmation for something that you have already been experiencing for probably like 80% of the reading. Um, Hold on. I'm on a live right now. Um, how long are you gonna be here? Okay, let me to no. Okay, just give me a moment. So yeah, that's coming up here. Let's see. In closing, is there anything else that we need to know regarding this message? Oh, oh my gosh, so many cards came out. Yeah, so we have under the deck, undercurrent energy is the Hermit card. And you have, right now your spiritual team is presenting you the opportunity to go on this journey, to start this journey, to realize that it is happening, that you're not crazy, and to know that there is an opportunity for you to experience life in a more grounded, stable way without thinking that you're crazy. So I love that for you. We have the Hierophant. So this is representing internal conflict that you have with yourself. You've been trying to go around the situation, kind of like you don't want to be confrontational, you want to like avoid it. It's like something that you've been pushing off, these spiritual gifts and experiences that you've been having, and this inner conflict. And on top of that, we have the Hierophant. Whole time you're the whole Hierophant. Whole time you have this like ordained spiritual type of gift available to you, like whole time. So yeah, we have the Four of Cups coming out in reverse, and I'm hearing the word contemplative. So you're contemplating, who you are now. Like you don't know who you are. It's okay. We have in the resistant position the Three of Wands coming out in the resistant position. So your spiritual team is wanting you to like just kind of like entertain the idea that you might be like it seems like such a weird idea, like you didn't even believe in psychics, let alone you don't think it's right, or you think it's probably like some witchcraft stuff, but yet and still you've been having these gifts and experiences. And your spiritual team is like, just imagine like if you were a psychic, entertain yourself, like what could be the possibilities. So yeah, your spiritual team will want you to kind of broaden your mind, broaden your perspective surrounding who you are. So you're not stuck in this place thinking that you're crazy. Like why would you allow yourself to go through that? No. You don't have to do that. Longevity is available to you, but you're not realizing it. Like exercising these gifts that God, your spiritual team gave you is a path to like a journey where you'll continue to learn and build, not just for yourself, but for others. So keeping intention in mind, because I'm getting that someone doesn't want to do XYZ because they feel like it's wrong. So keep your integrity as you're doing it. So yeah, that we have the Hangman in reverse. What does that mean? We have the Empress card, nurturing yourself, being kind to yourself. We have, like, you feel like you're deceiving yourself, but you're actually deceiving yourself by ignoring something that's coming up so naturally for you. Like it keeps trying to bubble up to the surface and you keep pushing it down. Discernment, like you have a lack of trust in yourself and what you feel. So being able to identify your feelings and your emotions when they come up could be a good practice for you. Like when you're angry, actually saying like, I am angry. When you're feeling something in your body, I am disappointed. I am disturbed. I am resentful. I am not understanding. I am like actually saying that like grounds you in a way where you are acknowledging how you feel so that you don't have to overstimulate yourself. It's coming up. Happiness is available to you. Emotional fulfillment is available. Allow yourself to feel. It's like you already feel, obviously, because we're talking about these, you being overstimulated in your body and not knowing what to do with that. But your spiritual team is saying to feel into it more. And it is going to get to a point where it's going to feel like crazy, but it does come to a head. And that's what a lot of people don't realize when they get these overwhelming emotions. It's that it does come to a head. And then there is a release afterwards. So getting to the point where you verbally out loud acknowledge how you're feeling right now. I was going to say I'm pissed off. If you have to start there, but try to go a little bit deeper. Like, what is that undercurrent feeling and emotion, and feeling into it? I promise you, you won't regret it. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. There is this exchange that your spiritual team is wanting you to engage in. That is you and your spiritual gifts. We have the Knight of Swords, learning how to communicate your feelings, taking advantage of the momentum when it's happening, emotional fulfillment given to you by your spiritual team through the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Swords. You're going to be harnessing. Your spiritual team has a lot of work for you to do. Like, your spiritual team, like, you have a purpose, and your spiritual team is like, we need you to get on this because there's other things that, like, you know, the rest of the world, like, literally needs your help, like, right now. So that's what the Queen of Swords is coming out as. And then we have the Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. Some aspect of you ignoring your spiritual gifts is like you're denying that, but not realizing that that is a part of you feeling fulfilled in life, being able to exercise it. Just like like most readers would tell you, like if they take a break from doing readings, eventually they'll be called back to do them, because like for me it's just like I start feeling like I need to do a reading, like there's a message, there's something that needs to be said. It's gonna be different for everybody, but that is a part of like why you're not feeling or you're overstimulated, is because your spiritual team wants you to channel your energy. Then we had the Justice card in reverse up here. This is a part of justice, bringing justice for yourself. So I hope that this message was helpful. Like, I am hoping the best for you. You know, work on getting grounded. As usual, if this message resonates with you, if you receive this message, like the video so that I know that it was received. And if you have any tips for grounding, since this message has been coming up repeatedly, that you have for anybody in the comment section, please leave it. I do thank my angels, guides, ancestors, God, God, source, and benevolent energy that stand in truth and love. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the guidance and protection.